Well, hello there. I think we should once again be live. Today, I figured that I would play the cooking simulator game. However, I got the wonderful DLC for it, which is called Shelter. So what we are going to be doing today is we are going to start a new game in the Shelter mode, which is essentially a post-apocalyptic setting where we have a whole quest line to contend with and like special missions to do, and it's very interesting because it's thematically a bit different than most of the other modes in the game. Also, we will be trying out Pretzel for some stream music this time. But I think we're just gonna jump into the game because it has a nice cutscene to kind of start us off with. And also we're gonna be playing without the tutorial because I already did that previously. So let's just kind of get into it and see what happens. Oh, and of course there's a loading screen, of course there is. But yes, in contrast to the other modes in the game, this one has story.
By the end of the 1980s, the old world disappeared in the flash of nuclear explosions. Those that survived were forced to fight for basic resources. Successive generations of mankind struggle on in the hope of one day rebuilding. Growing up in the wasteland, you practiced the art of cooking.
This is still Cooking Simulator.
Survival, but also to give people a taste of the world they had lost. You found peace in the day you met your wife, and two of the best moments in your life were the times your sons were born. One day, while out hunting, you were attacked by bandits. You managed to escape, returning to your camp only to find it looted and destroyed. The only sign of your family was a note left behind in your wife's handwriting. It simply read, "Find us."
So this is like Fallout.
After a long journey, you finally come to Sector 12, a well-populated area near an abandoned and broken-down long-distance communication satellite. You discover a small shelter with a well-stocked kitchen. A good place
Of
to
course,
cook and
a
sleep
kitchen.
while you try to get the satellite dish operational again.
But yes, I guess that's the due diligence for the intro cinematic. So now it's time for the music. Hopefully won't be too like distracting in the background. But other than that, we are free to get into the game. So in this mode, we actually have a story to contend with. Basically, we are cooking to find our family. Which honestly makes basically no sense to me. But hey, it kind of works when you actually play the game. So in contrast to how the base game works, in this one you have like different mechanics like growing your own crops and hunting like wild animals and mutants and stuff. So there are mutated rats. Something you would expect in like, I don't know, Fallout or something. But this is Cooking Simulator. So yeah, you can kind of hunt your own meat, and then you make dishes with ingredients of, let's say, dubious quality. So you still have your fridge and all of your shelves where you get the ingredients. However, in this game you have to buy them from caravans. And of course here's also the place where you can grow a bunch of stuff once you have like seeds. We can also open like a sort of guide where we have the quests that we need to do as well as recipes. And of course we can pin them just so it's easier to figure out what we want to cook. So we're gonna have a recipe with some rat meat. Just a little bit suspicious, you know? So we're gonna need some pomelo juice. Still kind of figuring out what's located where. And cactus oil. So yeah, normal people, they just use sunflower oil, we use cactus oil. So we're gonna need like a bowl to drizzle stuff with, I think. And one of these little things that are gonna help us to, you know, do the actual drizzling. So we basically just make a little mix to prepare our rat with. And of course you have kind of like fine control over how you do all of these things, but sooner or later you're gonna probably mess stuff up. So I'm just gonna do my best for now and kind of try to speedrun the tutorial bits. So there are new stations where you cook a bunch of food and stuff. And in the meantime we have to make like the sides, which is just like some bell pepper. Now, the thing is we need a very like specific amount that I'm probably not gonna get. In the base game there are like perks that help you hold stuff steady while you cut it. But in this one you actually have to progress in the game for a little bit until you unlock them. So we need like 90 grams of bell pepper. Seems fine. And then just wait until the rat is done. So it's our sussy meat. But yeah, some of these recipes, they're very simple. Other ones have like a lot of ingredients in them. Also, actually, allow me to make sure I don't run out of memory. I have to close one background process. Just to be like on the safe side of things, you know? So everything is fine, and here we are. There we go. Because this game is not perhaps the best optimized one, and it just loves to gobble up memory. Now another thing, because I have extra bell pepper, I could go and cook another rat. So in addition to just doing those missions, you also have like these additional like regular trades that you can do. Let's see whether we can just kind of throw it on the plate. Yes, yes we can. So if I grab this finished plate, which looks a little bit suspicious, and I hand it in, I can choose what I want to assign it to. So I have the main quest, which needs a dish, and mine meets the requirements, so I can turn it in. But in addition to that, there's also the regular trade, which just gives you money, which you can then use for like trade and stuff. And I'm making a little bit of a mess of these surfaces, but that should not be a big issue. There we go. There we go. Can I do it? I can do it in the reverse order. I need to grab the skewer first. There we go. Also, you have to be careful because you can still break like all of these containers and they just kind of make a huge mess. So we're just gonna kind of clean up a little bit and wait for the second dish to be done, and then we are just gonna advance the story. In this mode, everything is divided up into days. Although you don't have too much pressure to like finish the quests in a single day, it still helps to kind of manage your time. That will actually affect how your crops grow and like a bunch of other stuff. Okay, this is still doing its thing. We could go out and hunt another rat, I think. So we can keep track of the population, which will naturally increase with time. So we can't just hunt them infinitely. If we do that, we would run out of the population. Okay, so here we are. And this is almost done. Now we could also just clean up our working area, like a little bit, because I made a mess. So kind of just grab everything and clean a bit. No real reason to do that, I don't think, other than aesthetics. And this is done. And we can get rid of this. There we go. And so we assign our dish to the regular trade, and we get information about how good it's going to be. Except that, you know, we messed up the flavor slightly, but that should not be a big issue. And once we feel confident that we have done everything we wanted to, we can just end the day. And in our case, this is going to advance the story, because we finished the mission successfully. In addition to that, we will also get to trade. So we can both buy and sell ingredients. Unless the game decides to crash. Are you crashing? Game? Hello? Oh no. The clock is permanently stuck at 14:36. What is up? Don't tell me the game is crashing. Why are you like this? Okay, let's just try alt-tabbing out and into the game again. Okay, doesn't work. I think the game is just cursed. Oh no. Okay, listen, I'm gonna have to restart the game. I will post a link to the actual Steam page in the chat, in case this is very encouraging for anyone to want to check it out. Well, on the bright side, we know that the starting quest takes like a minute to go through. On the less bright side, total mess. I don't know why the game is so unstable. Maybe it's because of the alt-tabbing. But hey, we can kind of get back into it and hope for the best. I don't think we have a save though. So it's more or less gonna be just doing the same thing over again. Oh no. On the bright side, the recording didn't crash and the stream is still up. Apart from the blinding white light while the game loads. But hey, I think that they are still giving the game patches occasionally. And these things do happen. Also, in regards to the music on the Pretzel platform, oh wait, it actually saved exactly when it crashed. Will it crash again if we load that save? But yeah, the music on the Pretzel platform, it's actually pretty nice. However, I'm still figuring out all of the playlists and stuff. So this is just a creator that got recommended. And their name, I guess, is HVMM. Not sure what, like, genre exactly it is supposed to be, though. Huh, we are back. Okay. So wait, so we have finished the quest. And we just need to end the day. So yes. Okay, here we go, it worked. And we sold 2 rats on a stick, and both of them were rated fairly well. And we finished the quest, which means we get like these little bits of dialogue. And the idea is that we have multiple settlements on the map, and we have to do missions for people in each of them, which just means cooking food for them. So we have 3 tasks, and then we gain their trust, and then they're gonna help us on our quest. And of course, financial profits as well. So this person is gonna give us some information, and we have like a blueprint. But to get some stuff that we need, like antenna cables, we need to go to the Max Stump Ranch. And as a reward, in our case, we get a blueprint and we get a perk. This one allows us to run around more quickly if we want, but other ones help with the actual food preparation process. And here we go, Randy McStump. So they have their own ranch. They know that we need the cables, but we're gonna need to do a favor for them. So the cow that they have wants a kebab. And yes, there's also radiation levels for the food that you cook that you need to keep track of. Which is interesting, I guess. So yeah, we need to cook some food for the cow, and we also get special missions. For example, there's one to create a vegetarian dish, but we do not actually have any such recipes for now. Also, I think the music is stuck on a loop. Let me fix that as well. Okay, so how about some drum and bass? There we go, play all tracks. 126 hours of music. Something a little bit active, why not? But yes, there are different recipes that you can cook as special missions. And these will give you, I guess, a bit more money in general. So we're gonna undertake one of them and also cook the other meal that we need for the main quest. And here is the trading interface. The idea here is that you can buy and sell stuff as needed. For example, if we hunt a lot of meat, we could sell some of it. So it's actually worth a lot. Other than that, there's also just a bunch of different ingredients, spices, and also miscellaneous items like ammo for the gun so we can actually hunt, stuff to help with cooking, and seeds. We're gonna get a bunch of those seeds so we can get our own ingredients without needing to, well, only buy them. So some leeks, some mushrooms, some tomatoes. And other than that, we are fine. So, first things first, I think we're gonna go and plant a bunch of these greens. Also, this is almost like a dubstep track. A little bit chaotic, but it's gonna do just fine. Leeks. So the idea is that you throw in all of those seedlings and then you water them. There we go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Around 100 milliliters per each. There we go. And then we just turn on the grow lights. Very briefly going to turn the music down a little bit. And we can get it back in. So, these are all growing. They're gonna be done in hopefully 1 day. Apart from that, we are free to get started on the missions. So let's just make the survivalist kebab. Now these are just the initial recipes that we have, but eventually we're gonna get new ones as well. So here's some canned meat. We're gonna put it on a skewer and prepare it, and just get rid of the can, which we don't need. And then we're gonna need a mix that has barbecue sauce in it. Oh, that's a bit much. and cactus oil. So close to 40 as well, I guess. The main thing is the proportion, I think. We could actually just cook 3 of those at once, I think. There we go. Just a whole bunch, because we can choose what we want to sell as the regular trades. Okay, we're just gonna yeet you and dispose of all of you. Okay, this one is done, I think. So we're gonna grab it, and we're gonna need a few dishes. Now, luckily these ones see metal, so they don't really break as far as I can tell. 2 more for the other dishes. And here we go. More or less the right amount, I think. And these 2 are also going to be done just about now. I don't think we actually have enough of the mix to drizzle all of them in. So we're just gonna use half, which might lose us like a star, but that should be no big deal. Oh wait, no, we actually do have enough mix. Go figure. Guess I made a bunch of it. Yeah, we actually have way too much. Well, how do I get rid of it though? Do I just... Oh, I can dump stuff in there. But yeah, this is the one that's like fitting all the criteria. There we go. Worked just fine. And these ones still should be good, so we're gonna use them for the regular trades. Here we go. Now, as for the special order, we need to prepare a rat with fries. Interesting. Also, I think we can get like sauces and stuff directly from the containers that they're in, so this is also fine. Now I need to fry this for 100 seconds, so I can just throw it down there. What about the potatoes? Potatoes need to be fried only for 35 seconds. But in a pot, I believe. So let's cook some potatoes. Not much in the way of fries though, because of the cutting technique, you know? But yes, I need to put these in a pot with cactus oil. So basically we're making deep fried fries. I mean, I guess that's how you do make them most of the time. And we can just kind of go here and use the scroll wheel to pick all of them. And these should be ready at more or less the same time. So we can just put down our plate and chill for half a minute. Now the game definitely has a bit of a waiting aspect to it sometimes, but it's also pretty easy to kind of mess up. Let's check the actual game volume. There we go. Almost done, and almost done. Okay, I guess the potatoes were done first. So we're gonna grab all of those and put them on the dish. And the same for the rat meat. This is actually pretty easy so far. There we go. Should be good. Turn it off so it doesn't set the entire place on fire. And we can hand this in. There we go. I think that is it so far. I could probably clean this up a little bit. Surprisingly, nothing is on fire yet. Oh wait, I can't clean this. I guess it's a little bit bugged. So what about growing? Everything is growing. And for the hunting, let's go up for a second. So what's the population at? 8. Sometimes you kind of have to wait, but they spawn off in the distance. There we go. Okay, I'm just wasting ammo because of misclicks. Maybe we need more chill music so I am not such a spaz. Give me a second. There's chill bass as a category as well. Let's see about that. And we can also end the current day. See, we made a bunch of money so far. And everything is like 5 stars so far, which is actually kind of surprising. So yeah, they lost the cables, but they're giving us recipes instead. Oh, they're gonna look for the cables as long as we give them food. I mean, feels fair. But yes, we get a new perk, which lets us hold like hot stuff. Like stuff right off the oven. And we get some new recipes. Which is kinda nice. And the cow eats literally everything. And we need to help the cow a little bit. Okay, I get it. As for the dishes, could take another side mission, why not? And let's just buy a bunch of ingredients as well. I don't think we can make our own canned meat. So we just kinda use what we're given so far. Okay. Maybe some spices as well. We have ammo and we still have like a lot of seedlings. Some cactus, some carrots, celery, leeks, and a bunch of other stuff. Also, we got information that there's a package ready for pickup, which happens when you order something that isn't put in one of the shelves, but that's like a game item that you have to take yourself. So in this case, it's the thing we need to put in the food for the cow. But apart from that, look at that, we actually made some veggies of our own, we grew them. The only problem is that if you forget about them, there's a high chance that these are gonna turn into a very, very angry plant that wants to eat you instead. So that is definitely a thing that you need to think about. So let's just grow some mushrooms and maybe some cactus, I guess? Cactus and celery. Now, I don't need all of these just yet, but I will eventually for various recipes. And we also just ran out of water, so we're gonna need to grab a new can. There we go. And let's grow all of these. Now, the actual missions. Let's see what we need to do. We need to create something that comes from Max Stump's ranch. So each dish has a place of origin, let's say. And the kebab with fries, that comes from ranch. So we could technically, I guess, just make 2 of these, right? So 2 packages of canned meat. Can I open it right now? Oh, I can throw them out. Okay, fine. Works for me. Because we're apparently supposed to more or less season them. And to do that we need the meat out of the package. I fear to think what kind of meat this is, but I'm not one to ask those questions. Now we also need chili flakes, which are stored like over here. So here we go. Here we go. That should be good. I will leave all these little packages kind of by the side, so they're within reach. Just so I don't have to run back to this kind of pantry when needed. I can just kind of reach over here instead. Yes, yes. And ground coffee. I'm not sure why you would put coffee like on meat, but then again, we're in the literal post-apocalypse, so who am I to question them, right? Now, I need barbecue sauce. 10 for each. It looks kind of weird because of the dark color. It's like we put chocolate on our meat. And also when you skewer it, it changes color again. We're making hot dogs. And now we need potatoes, actually a bunch of them. So if we're making 2 of these, then we need like 600 in total. There we go. And we need to cut all of them in quarters, which is not happening because I can't hold them down. So instead, I will have to kind of spread them out a little bit. There we go, something like this. And then just kind of try our best. Like this. Like that. Oh, and I can't move further. Okay. Something like the super slow version of Fruit Ninja, or whatever that game was called. You know, there was one where there were fruits flying through the skies and stuff. But okay. While those are still preparing, I need baking trays. Okay, that's 300 grams. And another one. Just so they're like separate portions. There we go. And some sunflower oil, I believe. Are these done yet? Oh yeah, they are burning already. Okay. Sunflower oil. Nice. So 100 milliliters for each. There we go. And now we just kind of put it in the oven. I think we can do both at the same time. Just have to hope that the physics don't freak out as they sometimes do. So we're gonna grab one of each and either put them on the dish or just gonna drop them down. Because we can't remove them from the skewer for whatever reason. But the potatoes at least seem to be doing fine. Now, one thing that you need to keep in mind in this game is that stuff that is hot eventually cools down. Oh, and I'm also burning the potatoes. That's just a vibe today. Accidentally burning everything. Okay, that's fine. And now we need the other one. This one's for the main story mission. Basically for their cow. So we're just gonna add the thing as needed. A little bit of a weird mission, but I don't get the feeling that this game takes itself like super seriously. Which isn't a bad thing. There we go. So the main mission's done. Now we just need to do the secondary one, where we need something with a radiation of less than 15. That would probably be armadillo on a stick. Although there's like a lot of different steps. Maybe cucumber soup? No, that also has a lot of steps. Kebab with fries. That's just what we made. Survivalist kebab? Yes, that's the laziest thing we can probably make. So we're gonna skewer it, we're gonna grill it, and it's just gonna take like a minute. Also, I get the feeling that we could just kind of fill up the mix like this. Yeah, that actually feels like it's gonna work. Also, while this is cooking, we could probably go over to the surface and try and hunt some rats. Oh wait, armadillos. We can also hunt these, but they have more health. Oh, I missed. Oh no, it's running away. Why are the head boxes wonky? There we go. So, different animals take different amounts of, like, firepower to take down, I guess. We could wait for a rat, but I feel like we're gonna burn our food. There, done. And we just kind of drop it here and then drizzle in our mixture. Sauce, I guess. And if done correctly, this should not have too much radiation. There we go. Day completed. More or less, I guess. Doesn't look like there's anything to clean up, so we can just proceed. So we are very, very steadily making some money. And still getting decent, like, evaluations. Except that, They didn't like the potatoes which weren't properly heated, I guess? Or the sunflower oil. Well, you know, it's nothing too bad. So they can't find the cables, but they're giving me a scope for the gun and more recipes. I never thought that a game about cooking food would have weapon upgrades in it. That's not a thing you necessarily think of when you hear cooking simulator. But hey, we got like new recipes as well. Simple fish soup, corn on a stick. Yes. Oh, and we meet another person from the farm. So we need to cook them a meal for their cow's birthday? Or the person's birthday. I did not read. Okay, so yeah. They need 3 different dishes. And we're gonna get the cables then, because their cow is busy munching on the cables. And just to make this more interesting, let's also take the additional side quest. Maybe some cheese. What else? Some potatoes, probably. Ground cactus, mint, smoke flavored. Yep. Probably just a few more things to grow, I guess. And then we can continue onwards to the next day. First things first, growing a bunch of stuff. So we have... It doesn't actually say what is what. That was celery, this is leek, this is cactus. Oh, now it does. Okay. Blue mushrooms. I guess we're growing those because I don't really have that many other seeds at the moment. Now, if we ever have too much of anything, we can probably just sell the surplus. Okay, we're gonna need more water as well soon. There we go. And the grow lights are on. In the meantime, we can start working on all of the recipes that we need for the quests. This time, just 3 different ones from the ranch. So we should be more or less free to choose what we want ourselves. So let's go with fried potatoes with mushrooms. We're gonna need a few ingredients, so let's get those first. Potatoes, red onion, green mushroom, which I think is over here. Oh, we have a lot of mushrooms. And some garlic. We're gonna need to cut all of these, so we're just gonna kind of throw everything out. And we're also gonna need a pan to actually cook stuff in. As for the pan, we need a bit of cactus oil. And then just all the stuff that we will cut in a second. Now, as for the cutting technique, I don't think there's too much that we need to keep in mind. So the potato goes in 3 pieces. And we now have the perk, so we can hold stuff while we do the actual cutting, which is wonderful. So a bit like this. It's actually really cool that the game lets you kind of slice the meshes or whatever, which is not a thing that too many like game engines support. I do think this game is made in Unity, which just makes it so much nicer that they actually somehow got it working. But yeah, I think this is fine. Here we go. Okay, the mushrooms are cut wrong, but that's not a big problem. Can still fry everything. Oh wait, I didn't need the potatoes. Okay, can I take them back off? Yeah, I actually can. That's not too hard at all. And we even have like a timer. So 20 seconds is what we need. And then we just need like a plate, I think. Now we could cook multiple meals at the same time, but I would probably kind of mess that up. No joke. So here we go. We take the pan and we put the potatoes in it. Because the potatoes are done a bit more quickly than the other stuff, so we kind of need to time it right. Also, this is a bowl, not a dish, so still feels like the timing is perhaps a little bit wrong, because it's gonna burn slightly, I think. Go figure. Okay, see? Done. There we go. And the garlic as well. So this should be one of the dishes done. Okay. Now let's get rid of this kind of mixture. And let's look into what else we can make. Armadillo on a stick, corn on a stick. I don't think we've made that one before, so let's go ahead. So we're gonna need one of these boys. And actually some cheese as well. Now I do think that you get the cheese in kind of huge amounts. And we only need half of that. So it might be a good idea to cook like 2 instances of this meal at once. And then sell the one we don't need for the quest. Oh, kind of dropped it. There we go. Here we go. Because see, this is gonna be like 75 for each of these. And then we need to cut this into smaller pieces. So let's actually use the holding perk so it's not as difficult. There we go. So we're gonna need some butter. I think we can just kind of throw the whole thing on because we're making like 2 different sets. At least I'm pretty sure I can make 2 in the same pan and it's not gonna mess with the intensity or whatever. Also I need corn and I have exactly 2. So no spare ingredients basically means that I need to be a little bit careful. I I guess we're making some sort of a sauce if it has butter and the jalapeno. Okay, the butter is melted, presumably, so we just add both of these. Oh, it says boil. That would be 1 minute and... Oh wait, I kind of messed it up. So that's 1 minute and... yeah, 10 seconds. Except that we already wasted some, so we're just gonna drop it here. Oh, and we're gonna need to skewer the corn. That's interesting. Wait, where does the cheese come in? I guess the cheese is just added later as a side on the dish. Okay, how do I put you down without breaking anything? Okay, so the mixture is burning already? But yeah, we just need to wait for a little bit. Also, I don't know what we do with these little dudes. Okay, so according to the recipe, this is it. Also, it doesn't say how much we need the mixture for like drizzling in. So I don't know, let's go with like 30. I guess what they mean is basically all of it. So if I made enough for like 2 portions, then doing half on each just makes sense, more or less. There we go, and now we grill this. Spicy corn, basically. I think we can clean the pan because we're not gonna need the peppers or whatever. And we can get some like dishes that are gonna hold the actual thing once it's done. It is halfway done. And also we can see that it's like past 3 in the game. Which means that we might not actually make all the 3 unique dishes by the end of the in-game day. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Because this is a, I guess a little bit of a complex thing because you have to figure out all of the amounts and everything, right? There we go. And we can yeet it off of the skewer. Nice. There we go. And this should serve as the unique dish. Here we go. Oh wait, this also doubled as a vegetarian one, I believe. Maybe not vegan because of the cheese, but other than that, it actually meets requirements. Nice. So one more left. So something from the ranch. Roast armadillo with cactus. I mean, why not, right? 350. So once again, we're making 2 of these, I think. And we need to season it. Oh wait, we could have done it over there. So ground cactus, 5 on each. smoke flavor. There, and chili flakes. Now this one needs 180 seconds, this one needs a bit less. Baking tray. I mean, honestly, I'd be tempted to just use this instead of, you know, the oven, because the oven is a bit of a mess to work with. Like, look, I can't grab the tray. You know, let's just put both of these on. There we go. Hopefully that's gonna be good. But before turning it on, let's actually prepare the other stuff first. Let's just grab this. So I'm gonna need 2 onions. You know, 1 for each dish. And a bunch of cactus. Let's just kind of prepare for cutting here. Okay, somehow that didn't explode everything, because the physics in the game, they tend to freak out sometimes. Not much you can do there, that's just the way the engine is. And the pan is gonna need some sunflower oil. Oh, that's almost too much. And probably need to cut everything. I don't even think that our knife is technically big enough for that. There we go. Should be good enough. And we just kinda... Oh wait, I don't think 1 pan is gonna be big enough. You know what, because we're making 2 of these, we could just use the pan for 1. And I really don't freaking know. What else? Okay, that's 1 too many. Maybe we can use this as well. Also, apparently this was cut wrong. I guess the game engine freaked out a little bit. It does that sometimes. Okay, let's just turn this on because... Wait, no, let's actually get some sunflower oil here. There we go. Put this in and then like kind of let it do its thing. I suspect that it should be basically the same thing as using the pan, but I guess we're about to find out. So this dish is for the stuff from the pan that's supposedly made correctly. And this is for the experiment over here. And we should probably have a timer at least for the stuff that we're preparing here. So instead of 180, maybe it's like 100. Yeah, I mean, should be good. Just kind of a little bit before we have to take it out. Also, I don't get it. The onions are ready already. So we probably need to take those off first. And then just wait for the cactus to be done? Wait, what about this? Are the onions... Oh, the onions are burning. Okay. Yeah, kind of makes sense. So it's not that you can't prepare stuff in here, it's just that different ingredients have different preparation times. That's fair. Here we go. Oh, and something fell on the floor, but you saw nothing. Okay. So this cactus... Oh no, everything fell on the floor. Yeah, this happens a lot in the game. The physics engine is just doing its own thing half of the time. There we go. Probably can clear the pan though. That's one really toasty onion. I think we should be good though. Well, almost. I think the day ends at around 8:30. So if we wanted to, we could actually just kind of go here and hunt for a little bit. Get some more ammo and shoot some stuff. Because now we have a scope. Sadly, I can't hit them. Well, the armadillos at least, because they have a bunch of health. See, need to take them down. Oh, actually got that shot. Nice. Oh, there's a bit of lag when I switch like scenes. Okay, the meat is done. So we just grab this stuff that's less burnt and we're gonna serve this as the main dish. And then just whatever is left as the other one. So... Oh, doesn't meet minimum stars. There's 0 stars. They don't want the onion. Oh wait, so does that mean that the onions are only needed for the process of... Oh no, more floor meat. I guess the onions are only needed for the process of actually cooking stuff. So we are free to yeet them off of the dish. So we only need the meat and the red onion and stuff. And all of a sudden it's better. Go figure. Video game logic. I should just get rid of all of the onions. There we go. And we can take the meat. And this is a finished dish that we're gonna use for the regular trade. But because I don't want to waste a bunch of food, we're just gonna take these burnt onions and we're gonna sell them as well. I don't know what kind of a dish that counts as, but surely someone's going to eat it. For better or worse. So let's end it today. So we sold stuff. And there was a carp with potatoes and mushrooms, which I absolutely do not remember cooking. And it just took our dish of onions and called it a completely different meal. And the flavors were perfect, the temperature was perfect, and their only complaints are the onions, which is literally the entirety of the dish. And of course they gave it 0 stars. Just 10 out of 10. But everything else seems passable, I guess. Except for all of the things that I messed up, but I'm gonna ignore those. Because this person said that I cook real good. But yeah, I got the cables that I will be able to repair the, I guess, radio or antennas or whatever. And hey, there's like a camp as well. So we're gonna cook them some food as well, and they need to raise the radiation. So that's another mechanic. Each type of food has a different like radiation stat, and we need to ensure that it's high enough but not too high. Okay, let's accept 2 of these and then just kind of work towards increasing the radiation stat. 1 more canned meat, some more cheese, some more garlic. Why more onions? And the rest is more or less fine. Now, because we have a nice amount of money, we can afford to splurge a little bit. Maybe some ammo for hunting as well. And more seeds. I should probably just buy a bunch of them ahead of time. But this is somehow easier for me to manage, you know? There we go. My only complaint about the game is that it runs a little bit sussy. Okay, so what has the most radiation? Fried potatoes with mushrooms, so let's cook some of those. We could actually use the cutting board for a change. And cook 2 at the same time. Oh, that's kind of very close. The physics engine just loves to mess with me. A few garlics, okay. I still need to basically reorder everything that I actually want to cut in the game. Luckily, this particular meal doesn't seem to have 2 different modes that, you know, 2 different parts that need to be cooked at the same time. You're just gonna smash everything into the pan, and that's good enough. Okay, so garlic into hulls. Done. Potato into pieces. More or less done. Red onions. Also into thirds. This is a little bit messy to control. Okay. I think we can fit all of that to a single pan. So, some cactus oil. All of the onions. All of the mushrooms. And garlic. 20 seconds. You know, me figuring out how to set up the timer usually takes longer than the actual time needed. But yeah, we're gonna have like 2 meals. So 2 dishes. Okay. Also, I think this actually counts as a vegetarian dish. Do we have a mission for that? Yeah, we actually do. So we could put one of these as the kind of secondary objective. Nice. more or less everything's about to be done. We still need the garlic on the plate, so we need to wait for that, and we are good. Half of this goes here. Half of the mushroom. I'm just gonna try to figure it all out bit by bit. Now I guess the onions. And some of the garlic finally. Just 2. Okay, this one, assign the dish. That was actually a very slight radiation increase. We need more. There we go. And it's a 4-star dish despite apparently bunches of mistakes. Probably fine. Now, what about something that uses canned meat? 10 radiation, 13 radiation. You know what? Let's look into what else is there. Not actually seeing anything else of interest. Let's do a few of these because they should be reasonably easy. Oh wait, also we have the plants finished. So there's some blue mushrooms, there's celery, there's carrots, broccoli, and tomatoes. Nice. Okay, maybe I don't need tomatoes, like more of them. So let's just grow whatever else we have. Some more leek. And some mushrooms. I'm not sure whether putting stuff in, like in the middle of an in-game day, means that it's only gonna be like finished in the middle of the next day. Or whether when I roll over to the next day it's still gonna be all good. I guess we'll have to see. But okay, we're gonna have some cactus oil and some barbecue sauce. And half of the mixture goes on each of these. We can actually put both of them on a single skewer, which is nice. And then we just need some bell pepper. This is 125, so that's not really the amount we need, but I'll take it. Yeah, it keeps cutting a bit weird. Close enough. And this we don't need, so we can get rid of them. How close are we to being ready? About halfway. So what other meals are there? Maybe something with canned meat. I mean, we are already using the grill, so why not? Almost done. We're gonna need some barbecue sauce and some cactus oil. Okay, this is done now. One there, one here. Good. And these can probably be handed in now. Probably both of them, because they should together increase the radiation far enough. There we go, 14. That is good. Wait, what was the requirement? Yeah, 13 or more. We are doing that. And this is also done. There we go. I think we could also do some other dish on the side. But I kind of want to advance the story a little bit more, so let's just end the current day. Or maybe go hunting for a second. And one of the other things that you can do in the game is shoot skeets, I think. Yes, so small shooting target. So you're just gonna yeet it in there and you turn it on. Oh, the frame rate is so bad. There's no way I can do anything good with this. Yeah, honestly, right now the game is around like 30 to 40 FPS. And even with me giving the GPU a little bit more power. So definitely not one of the most optimized games ever. But then again, you know, there aren't too many bugs, and apart from like that one crash, we haven't had too many of those. I need a better gun though. Also, eventually, I think there are birds like vultures and stuff. Maybe some more like rats? Come on, game, give me something. There we go. There we go. A little bit of flag, but other than that, we can finish the day. We sold 2 rats on a stick for 69 bucks. Nice, we are really getting it on with our business. If it can even be called that in the wasteland. But yeah, we got like the radiation scores and still not enough, too much, heating mistakes, bad cutting technique. Lots of nitpicky stuff, but somehow the dish ratings are still fine. So they're just giving me more recipes. And the thermal vision perk, which if I recall correctly lets me see inside of closed oven doors. So instead of Fallout where you get like more aiming related perks, this is just cooking food. But yeah, we get like burger recipes and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, and they can get me a power supply. But we have to feed her brother first, who only eats one meal a year and is unable to eat anything else for the next 365 days. That is such a weird affliction. But I have to prepare him a radiation burger. Honestly, I'm probably not the right cat to ask. Minimum stars, 4. Oh no. I don't think I want to take on additional side missions right now. And instead we'll just kind of focus on accomplishing that kind of main mission, you know? We're just gonna get a bunch of these and probably sell the surplus stuff that we've been growing a lot of. There's like pickled cucumbers and onions and potatoes. Nice. Liquids wise, I think we are fine. Spices. Spices we also still have plenty of. We are going to buy burger skewers though, because these are actually needed to keep the burgers together. And also just some seedlings again. There's also a harvest enhancer thingy. Probably should be using that, but then again, I'm kind of lazy. Now, what we can do is go over to the products and look at how much stuff we have, like a bunch of mushrooms, and we can sell some of those. Same for broccoli. Now, I think these kind of prices vary over time. So we could wait for when something is kind of really expensive and sell then. But overall, I don't think it's really that much of a big deal. Also, maybe the music is a little bit loud. Also, somehow the kind of web app from Pretzel feels a little bit laggy. But hey, it's not too bad. Okay, so we're gonna unpack here. And we're just gonna get all these skewers one by one. So, today's quest, create a burger. We are gonna make 2 at the same time. Honestly, it would probably be a better idea to have 2 different pans. But that's probably fine. Add to a new pan. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna need 2 different pans. Or maybe we can just use one. Just kinda clearing it. So we're gonna need 2 monster eggs. So whatever the post-apocalyptic equivalent of a chicken is, why not? And also I can probably just crack them right now. And then just kind of get rid of the shells. We don't need the shells. Okay, the butter's about to be done. There we go. And now we just kind of yeet the eggs on the pan and hope that... Actually, I don't think that's how you prepare eggs. Like, on top of one another. I mean, normally you just get one, like, omelette and stuff. But we need these as separate things. So, of course, by video game logic, this should still work. Sort of. Also, I'm not sure whether this needs to be actually, like, hot and stuff. temperature-wise. Let's just kind of drop them. I mean, these are fine. So clear the pan of the mixture. And then we add canned meat. Maybe not like this. Let's just add it like normal people do. There. Still somehow a little bit cursed. Also, we only need 100 grams, which if we are making 2 of these means we need 200. So basically like a burger patty. Like this. Is that 100? This is 100. And this is not 100. Okay. Okay, that should be fine, right? 122. Close enough. For some reason, the game expects us to make like a burger patty vertically. What the heck? Okay. Like this. Surely that is gonna be fine for our needs. Also, in the meantime, we need a bowl with a bunch of oil that we don't have anywhere else yet. No, no, no. No, 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 yes. We need 5, so we're gonna add 10 for like 2 dishes. Vinegar. Also don't have that anywhere else yet. Oh, no. I just messed up. Okay, what about these things? They're not burning yet, so we are fine. There we go. Some vinegar. Oh, I added too much. I mean, we're fine. Some mustard. Okay, check on the meat, check on the meat. The meat is almost done. Okay. Just kind of drop it here vertically for some reason. Okay, 10. And smoke flavor, which is this thing, yes. Now we can actually taste the mixtures to see whether it's close enough. It does it in percentages, which doesn't help me too much. Oh well, go figure. So we need 2 bottom burger buns that we're gonna drizzle in this stuff and hope for the best. Don't tell me I missed. No, wait, we got it, we got it. There we go, that should be fine. 2 bottoms, 2 tops, and we're good. There we go. We just kind of bake them for a little while. Oh wait, I need mushrooms. Yes, yes. 25, 25, 25. I'll probably want the mushroom heads, like the round bits, because those feel like they would fit in a burger a little bit better. Very important not to get too distracted with that, so the rest of the burger doesn't, like, burn. Oh no, that was a bad cut, was it? Yeah, that's kind of a bad cut. Whatever. Leave it. And of course it's burnt. Darn it. Pain. Why are you like this? And those are the buttons that have the mixture. You know what, let's just call it like toasty and hope it's gonna be fine. Of course, if it isn't, we're just gonna make a new one. Ouch. Okay, so we're gonna get one of the skewers. We're gonna build a burger. Both of these are utterly screwed, so let's just plop this thing down. Then the meat. Then the mushroom. Actually, I could just cut off these bits and... Oh, I can't? Hello, game? Close enough. Some cheese. Wait, where's the... Oh, I didn't even get the cheese. Oh, no. So how much do I need? I need 25 of cheese. Honestly, if this is burnt, I probably only need to redo the buns. And the rest should be fine, apart from, like, temperature. Cheese, 1 monster egg, and top burger bun. And I can't put it on. Why? Let's just kind of yeet it like that. Oh, nope, it's on the floor again. Well, it looks mostly like a burger, if you squint. A sandwich dish. What's wrong? 2 stars. Heating mistakes. Wrong amount of product. Wrong amount of product. Salty butter, not enough. Too cold monster egg. Pain. Let's just assign it to the regular thing. Yeah, this is a little bit of a dumpster fire, so turns out you needed to cook all of it at the same time. Otherwise, it doesn't kind of count as done properly. I don't know what to do now. Maybe kind of redo the burnt bun? I still have like a spare here. Maybe the top one as well, because, you know, this is also toasty. I can probably just make the mixture that I drizzled it with again. So... a bit of this. A bit of vinegar. A bit of mustard. That's a bit much. It's gonna be fine. And we need like 15. There. Empty. And throw this in here. Now I can't, so I need to remove the pan first. My thought is that if this stuff is gonna be too cold, I can probably wait for like a second or two until these get a little bit toasty, and then pull them out, build the burger, and finish heating everything up inside of the oven. So what about like the meat? The meat is fine, the cheese amount needs a bit of work. So how much cheese did I need? 25. That's still not 25, come on. There we go, 26. Perfect, almost. And the mushrooms, I don't know. Just gonna have to grab another mushroom as well. Luckily, since I grow them myself, I have a bunch. Oh, speaking of growing stuff, I can actually harvest it. We still have a little bit of time during the day. Oh, nope, that's a little bit broken. Can I kind of rotate you? Why are you broken like this? Okay, that should be 25. That's 36. Can I just nibble a little bit off of you like this? Don't you hate it when you're trying to use a knife and stuff just jumps away for no reason? Game, seriously, what's up? Just throw the knife at it. There. No, it's still... Just half it. And then half it again. And throw 3/4 of this on it. I mean, it doesn't say how I need to cut it, it just says the total amount, so big brain, right? So anyways, let's make a burger. So here's the bun. Here's the canned meat, still kind of the correct amount. Actually 100. So we might want to slightly nibble off on the side. Oh, we can't, of course. Okay, 102, that's as good as it's gonna get. Green mushroom. So we're gonna put like 2 of these. Why not? Cheese, 25. 26, good enough. The monster egg, which I kind of can't anymore, we're just gonna kind of plop it on there. And also the burger bun. And of course it refuses to stay in properly, but we can just kind of yeet stuff in there. There. The cheese is gonna be slightly melty. The recipe says nothing about this, but it should be fine. Okay. And then just kind of take this mess and put all of it on the dish, with a slight detour to the floor, twice. Listen, if this game says that this is what a burger looks like, who am I to challenge it? Just get back on there. Darn it, why are you like this? There, perfect. The perfect burger. Only landed on the floor like 5 times and is basically this. You might not like it, but that's what perfect culinary performance looks like. Compared to this, which was apparently somehow worse. Imagine being kind of, well, let's say a mutant in a post-apocalyptic world, and you can only eat once per year, and that thing is what you get. I would never get out of my bed, okay? Oof. But yeah, here we go. Probably want to clean some of this stuff up. Hopefully without breaking anything. Everything else looks kind of fine. Also we have this thing so we can mop the floor. Also useful. And we can probably put in some more stuff to grow. Maybe to sell later, maybe to use in recipes. There we go. We're gonna need to water these again. I still have a decent amount of water actually. Done, 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 done. We are good. What about the missions? I think everything is basically done. What about hunting, though? Oh, the populations are very high. So, like, lots of rats and armadillos, supposedly. Oh, apparently you can take them out in a single shot. Didn't know. But yeah, that should take the populations down a little bit. But we still can probably get another armadillo at least. It's a little bit annoying that, like, when you take a shot, like, all of the, well, life disappears, like, immediately. Because the armadillos feel a little bit more rare than rats, and you have to wait for a longer time for them to kind of get on screen. Okay, so no more rats, some more armadillos, hopefully. Oh, there we go, there's one. No, this one didn't go down in a single shot. Maybe it depends on, like, the distance or something. I really do not know. I could go for one more, but it's fine. But after that absolute nightmare of making the burger, which is perhaps one of the buggier dishes in the game, I think we did fine. So we can wrap up the day. Oh, they do fetch a nice sum, though. And yeah, complaints as usual, but a decent rating otherwise. Oh, and okay, we get an extended magazine for the rifle and more recipes. So does that mean we can take multiple shots? Interesting. Oh, and there's also, I guess, vegetarian recipes somewhere? Like, yeah, vegetarian burger. Blue mushroom soup. Nice. Okay. Oh, so we need to create some food with stone essence, which will help with the radiation. Okay. I think we're gonna do this mission as well. And then just kind of call it a day. And we have a lot of meat. We can sell some. Maybe sell some broccoli as well. Some cactus. I think you don't get too much money by selling the vegetables. But rather if you sell the meat. Not sure whether there's fishing in the game though. There we go. Vinegar and some more water. Yes, so some stone essence. Probably some ammo, because I don't think we had too much of that. And maybe another pan? Just because we can. I know we have spare pots, but we don't have a spare pan. It costs 200 though, so this stuff a little bit expensive in the game. Here we go. So first things first, we have grown some very nice, useful stuff. Oh wait, did I not get the seedlings? Or do I need to go and get the package myself? Odd. Okay, so here's the pan. You can go there. Yeet. And here's the essences. Seriously, no seedlings. Maybe I forgot. I probably forgot. There we go. So what do we need to make? Rat yakitori. So what is a yakitori? Oh, so we're gonna need some broth? Okay. I can do that, probably. Okay, some soy sauce. I don't think we have used soy sauce up until now, so it's probably here. There we go. And sunflower oil. There we go, that's actually just here. Agave syrup. Another thing we have not used. I really need like quest markers or whatever so I can figure out what is where. Otherwise it's just a game of running around the place and looking at everything each time. Oh, that's a bit much. Hope they don't mind. Also garlic. Have to be very careful not to bump into anything though. Fry for 45. Okay. 40 it is. Then some rat meat. We're also gonna need some... Oh, that was kind of close. We're also gonna need some onion, I think. Just one. Here we are. And the quarters. So that's one. And that's two. This is done. Without any burning. Good. So we can use this as the mixture for like drizzling. So basically like a sauce. So we need 70. 10, 20. 30, 40. 50, 60. And 70. So now I just gonna skewer it, I think, and grill until ready. I can take the onion and put it on the plate. And maybe clean up the pan in the meantime. This should be ready like in a second. Oh wait, I had to cut the rat meat into pieces. Can't I just do that once it's like done? Would that be like a heating mistake? Okay, you know what? Let's actually mess around with it. There. Oh. Everything just hits the floor constantly in this game. Pain. Okay, so I need this into like 5 pieces, so... There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably will get complaints about the cutting technique, but hopefully nothing wrong with the heating. It is getting kind of late in the day though, and yet we have another possibly complex dish to do. Here's hoping it's not as much of a mess as this one. Okay, this is done. So we take this off and we put it on the dish. Yeet this away. And try and serve this. Is it gonna be good? No. What's wrong? Oh, you don't want the onions. Wait, what? Transfer red onions on the plate. Oh, these are regular onions. Well, excuse me for not having your onions be red enough. You know what? I'll make my own red onions, okay? There. Red onions in the making. In the meantime, let's just get whatever the game wants from us. There we go. Doesn't meet requirements, what? What do you mean heating mistakes? What am I supposed to do with the onions? It doesn't say. Wait, am I supposed to skewer the onions as well? Darn it. Yeah, those are gonna be very red. Pain. Okay, maybe I can just kinda yeet you here and let you grill like this. And this is not gonna cool down too much. Yeah, these are plenty red. But okay, this should only take like a minute. Yeet. Bad onions. Not a fan. Okay. If this does not cool down too much, we're gonna be fine. So apparently transfer to a skewer was meant for like everything. Not just the meat. Okay, so is this gonna be good enough now? No! Oh, stone essence. Still need the stone essence. Darn it. Please don't cool down while I'm doing this. So that's the special ingredient we need. Okay, please remain a bit hot so we can hand you in. There. Heating mistakes. No, there are no heating mistakes. What are you on about? These are perfectly fine onions. Honestly, those people should be happy that I did not give them my special onions. Okay, so we need radioactive fish soup. There we go. Oh god, more onions. Never ends. So, potato. And rad carp. That's an interesting fish name. Does it glow in the dark? Or something? No, it just kind of looks angry. And has two sets of eyes. I guess the name rad carp is apt. So this one goes into 3 pieces. Boop, boop. More or less. Potato, quarters. Mess that up. And onion, thirds. No, also quarters. Yeah, it's fine. So now, we need a pot. Does it have anything in it? No, thankfully it does not. Passata. What is passata? I should probably Google that sometime. But right about now, I just want to do those quests. Oh wait, so it's like tomato paste? Sort of? Ish? Close enough. So 200 milliliters of that. Okay, good. Can probably just leave it here because we're not gonna need it super often. Some broth. There we go. So this is some sort of a chicken and tomato concoction. Okay, that is good. Probably can get rid of this broth. Some oil. Some syrup, wherever it is. Frankly, I have no idea. I just know I used it once and then I kind of forgot. There we go. Nice. Vinegar. That's a lot of different things for a weird as heck soup. How much is there in there? 1.6. I don't know whether that's enough. Let's just assume it is. I lost the count because I got distracted. Now we add the onions and the potatoes. And we boil for 60 seconds. Let's add 50. Good enough. Then after that we're gonna need to add the carp and all the other stuff. But we need a new pot with 1 liter of water. There we go. And monster egg. Excellent. Except that, are we doing like a boiled one? I think it's supposed to be boiled instead of cracked. No one cracks eggs into water like that. Peel the egg. Yes, so that's like later in the instructions. I think we're gonna have like 3 separate portions at least from this one pot. Okay, so this is good. No, wait, maybe a little bit longer. So each serving consists of... Oh wait, this was that painful thing where I had to kind of figure it out bit by bit. So I can't even see what's in there until I kind of drain it. Oh no, what did I do? Pain. Well, on the bright side, the egg is about to be done. I'm gonna need to like cut it or something. And suddenly the game is awfully laggy. Maybe the fluid physics or something. Okay, so that's 300, this is 300, this is 300. We are fine. Wait, what was I supposed to do with the carp? Oh no. I was supposed to add the carp to the... Well, on the right side, the mixture is ready, so I can just probably add all this in and give it a little twirl for longer. I'm just half-assing everything so much. But yeah, probably should peel the egg. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Probably should like cut it in pieces. Oh, it's 65. Oh, wait, that means I need more eggs for more dishes. Okay. That's actually the last one, so I can only make 2 properly. Okay, the carp is about to be ready, as is everything else. So we are still kind of salvaging the situation, just kind of barely. Just gonna plop the egg in. Whatever. The carp is done, everything else is very slightly burning, but that's not a problem we care about. So that's 170 carp. I needed like 40 instead, so we're gonna have to cut it. Okay. 70. No, that's still too much. 60, 40, 60. Then again, whoever would complain about getting too much food? I don't get it. Okay. This is done. This is done. How much onion do you need? Potato 37. Onion 30. Okay. You know what? Let's just hand this in with the stone essence and hope that it's good enough. I mean, it has everything that the meal kind of needs, right? So surely it's gonna be sufficient. Just have to be careful not to spill it because of the physics engine. Doesn't meet requirements. 3 stars. Wrong amount, wrong amount, wrong amount. Well, what do you mean, wrong amount of product? Okay, what's wrong with the serving size? Maybe I can fix the serving size and that's gonna be enough to get you off my back. Okay, so let's just kinda cut a little bit off. Oh, I can't. Okay, now it should work. 38. That is as close as we can humanly get. Okay, this is as good as we can do. Nice! We just barely scrape by. But imagine that, you have to give people less food for them to be happy. Meanwhile, I'm just out there like, oh hey, give me more food, give me this, give me this, give me this. More food. Less food is rarely the correct answer. Behold, the perfect dish. Achievement unlocked. I don't want to set the world on fire, so that's like a Fallout reference as well. You know, apart from the game being a little bit buggy and running really badly occasionally, it feels like the developers knew what they were doing. But yeah, let's just kind of do some regular trading as well, and maybe, just maybe, kind of clean up after ourselves. Get rid of that, get rid of this. Nothing is on, it's fine. Bring the knife back, put it away. Probably collect all this stuff. There we go. Where's the little sponge? I think here we go. Now, the idea about surfaces getting dirty and like the decals that the game engine gives you, that's nice. It's just a little bit annoying that it's so easy to spill stuff and break things. Surprisingly, we still haven't broken a single bottle so far. Also, let's very briefly check the extended magazines. So like we should have the slightly fancier gun now, which should let us shoot multiple times, right? Yeah, it does. So now hunting should be easier. If for some reason the game hadn't decided to just kind of lag like crazy now. Now it seems like on stream it's still 30 FPS, but when I tried playing it on something a little bit higher locally, that is no longer there. Oh, also vultures. We see burbs now and we can hunt them. Not sure how useful this is. Whatever, let's just put it away. Now, it seems like everything is clean, more or less. Something is growing and... oh wait, no, there's some stuff on the floor. How did I spill stuff here? But yeah, I think we are fine. Except for all of that, we ignore all of that. And that should be another quest done. We sold some dishes, we made some money, and we got some achievements. Now that soup was a mess because the recipe was structured in funny ways. But yeah, I'm a fine cook apparently. And so I got the AC unit back and maintenance work. Oh, and there's like more people. Fire pit. So apparently we are just kind of traveling around the map like this, and eventually we'll get to like the military base or whatever else. And this person needs to get rid of vultures, so of course we're gonna cook vulture-based food. Okay, that's fine. I think for the most part we have everything we might want. Maybe except for the burger buns, because we kinda had to remake that one. Spice is still there. Could get a bunch of ammo. because we do have to hunt vultures as a part of this mission. I also maybe get multiple of those seedlings, so it's a little bit easier. There we go. You can also get vulture lures, but those won't really help with the population. They're just gonna spawn in vultures. So that is good enough. Now I'm fairly sure that there are like more cutscenes and stuff and story to be uncovered. But I think that for now I'm just gonna call it a day with like the stream and everything. So I'm just gonna save the game. So stream shelter. Something like this. And that should be good for now. Which also more or less concludes this like stream or video or whatever. The game itself I think is nice, except for the physics engine, which just kind of loves to occasionally freak out for no good reason. And for whatever reason, sometimes the performance just dips. But other than that, the Shelter DLC is actually pretty nice. So in case anyone is interested in the Twitch text chat, I will drop the link again in case anyone's interested. Definitely something I would consider picking up on a sale if you have the base game already. But apart from that, I do think I will see you in another video or stream. Until then, take care and bye.